Today I am reviewing the MSI Codex R2 AI gaming desktop. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. I have been testing the MSI Codex R2 for the past 2 weeks, and after putting it through a mix of heavy rendering tasks and some intense gaming sessions, I have a pretty clear picture of who this machine is actually for. If you are looking for a plug-and-play desktop that handles modern titles without you having to touch a screwdriver, you are looking at the right category, but there are definitely some trade-offs you need to understand before you commit your money. Starting with the performance, the Intel Core Ultra 7 265 is a capable chip. In my real-world testing, it felt snappy during heavy multitasking. I had a dozen Chrome tabs open, a 4K video project running in the background, and Discord active, and I didn't experience the stuttering you often get with lower-tier CPUs. The inclusion of the NPU for AI acceleration is interesting, but honestly, for most users right now, it is more of a future-proofing feature than something you will feel day to day. If you are a creator who uses AI-enhanced tools in Adobe or other suites, you might see some minor gains, but don't buy this strictly for the AI label just yet. The RTX 5060 Ti is the star of the show for gamers. During my sessions with recent AAA titles at 1440p, I was consistently impressed by the frame rates. If you are gaming at 1440p, this card is in its sweet spot. It handles ray tracing well, and when you enable DLSS, the experience is buttery smooth. However, if you are planning to push this into 4K gaming territory, you're going to be disappointed. The 8GB of VRAM is sufficient for 1440p, but it is a bottleneck if you try to max out textures at 4K resolution. If you want to check the current pricing or see if there is a bundle available, you can find the link in the description below. The 32GB of DDR5 RAM and the 2TB SSD are highlights for me. Most pre-builts in this price range try to get away with 16GB of RAM or a 1TB drive, so seeing MSI include 32GB out of the box is a huge win. It means you aren't going to have to worry about upgrading your memory for at least a few years. The boot times are fast, and game load times are practically non-existent. Now, let's talk about the build itself. The case is undeniably flashy with the tempered glass and the RGB fans. It looks great on a desk, especially if you like that gamer aesthetic. The airflow is decent, and the air cooling solution kept the CPU at acceptable temperatures during my stress tests. However, it is an air-cooled system, and under a heavy, sustained load, you're going to hear the fans. It is not a silent machine by any means. If you're someone who is sensitive to fan noise while you're trying to record audio or stream, you might find yourself wanting to swap out the stock fans for something quieter down the road. Connectivity is another strong point. Having Wi-Fi 6E built in is great, and the port selection on the back is generous enough for a 3-monitor setup. I had no issues getting my peripherals connected, and the Bluetooth 5.4 was solid. I didn't have any of the weird connection drops I have seen with cheaper motherboards. Who is this machine for? It is for the person who wants a reliable, high-performance desktop that works the second they pull it out of the box. If you are a student, a creator, or a gamer who wants to spend their time actually using the computer rather than building it, this is a very strong contender. You get Windows 11 Pro pre-installed, which is a nice perk for those who need the extra management features. However, who should avoid this? If you're a hardcore enthusiast who loves to tinker, overclock, and swap out parts constantly, you might find the proprietary nature of some pre-built components a bit limiting. Also, if your primary goal is 4K gaming at ultra settings, you're better off looking for a system with a higher-tier GPU, even if it means spending a bit more. The 5060 Ti is a mid-range king, not a 4K powerhouse. One thing that might disappoint some buyers is the lack of liquid cooling. While the air cooler handles the Intel Ultra 7 fine for normal tasks, a heavy rendering session will definitely keep those fans spinning at a high RPM. If you are used to a silent custom loop build, this will sound louder than you are accustomed to. Overall, the MSI Codex R2 feels like a balanced machine. It isn't trying to be the most powerful computer on the planet, but it hits that sweet spot of performance and value for most people. It manages to deliver a premium gaming experience without the headache of cable management or driver hunting. If you want to explore the full specs or look at the current price, feel free to check the links I have provided below. It is a solid, reliable workhorse that will handle anything you throw at it, provided your expectations are aligned with what a 5060 Ti can actually do.